Śrīmad Bhāgavatam Canto 1, Chapter 2, Divinity and Divine Service. In the first chapter, the sages of Naimisharanya asked the leader of sages 6 deep spiritual questions meant for the upliftment of all humanity. Their inquiries focused on the true purpose of life, the highest good for all people, and the most effective path for spiritual progress. Chapter 2 begins with the leader of sages starting to answer these important questions. He explains that the highest goal of human life is loving devotional service, Bhakti, to the Supreme Lord Krishna. This devotion, when pure and uninterrupted, brings complete satisfaction to the heart. The chapter highlights that all human activities, whether rituals, work, or daily responsibilities, gain their real value only when performed with God consciousness. Actions done merely for material gain do not elevate the soul, but when connected to Krishna, they lead to purification, knowledge, detachment, and lasting happiness.
प्रथमस्कन्धः अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः व्यास उवाच इति सम्प्रश्नसंहृष्टो विप्राणां रौमहर्षणिः प्रतिपूज्य वचस्तेषां प्रवक्तुम् उपचक्रमे. Sage Suta, the son of Romaharshana, was completely happy with the wise questions of the sages. He thanked them and then began to answer. Suta uvacha yam pravrajantam anupetamapeta dvaipayano viraha katara juhava putreti tanmayataya taravobhinenduhu tam sarvabhuta hridayam munimanatosmi. I respectfully honor the great sage Shukha, who can enter the hearts of all. When he left home to live a life of spiritual dedication without doing all the usual ceremonies, his father Vyasadeva felt sad and afraid of being separated from him. He cried out, "O my son!" Even the trees, feeling the same sadness, seemed to echo his father's grief as if the whole world was showing respect to the sage. Yasvanubhavam akhila shruti-saramekam adhyatma-deepam atititir-shatam tamondham samsarinam karunayaha purana-guhyam tam vyasasunum upayami gurum muninam. I respectfully honor Shuka, the son of Vyasadeva, who is the teacher of all sages. Because of his great kindness to people who are confused and struggling in material life, he explained this most important part of Vedic knowledge based on what he had fully experienced himself. Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam mudirayet. I first offer my respectful greetings to Narayana, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Munayas sadhu prishtoham bhavadbhir lokamangalam yatkrita krishna samprashno yenatma suprasidati. O sages, your questions are very good because they are about Lord Krishna. Questions like these are important because they are useful for the welfare of the world and can completely satisfy the heart and mind. Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhaktiradokshaje ahaitukya pratihata yayatma suprasidati. The highest duty for every human being is the path that leads to loving devotional service to the Supreme Lord. This devotion is pure when it has no selfish motive and continues without interruption, and only then does the heart feel completely satisfied. Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitah Janayatyashu Vairagyam Jnanam Chayadahetukam. By serving Sri Krishna with love and devotion, a person immediately gains true knowledge and becomes free from attachment to material things. Dharmasvanushtitah pumsam vishwaksena kathasuyah notpadayet yadiratim shramayeva hi kevalam. All the work a person does in their job or daily duties is mostly useless if it does not lead them closer to the Supreme Lord. Dharmasya hyapavargyasya narthorthayopakalpate narthasya dharmaikantasya kamo labhaya hi smritah. All work and duties are meant to help a person attain spiritual freedom. They should never be done just for material gain. Even when performing important work, one should not use the rewards to satisfy the senses. In other words, true occupational service is meant for spiritual progress, not for wealth or pleasure, and it should always guide the heart toward God. Kamasya nendriya pritihi labho jiveta yavata jivasya tattva jigyasa nartho yasceha karmabhihi. We should not spend our lives chasing pleasure for the senses. A person should aim for a healthy, steady life so they can use their human birth to inquire about the absolute truth. Nothing else should be the purpose of our actions. Vadanti tattvavidah tattvam yajnanam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavan iti shabdyate. Those who are truly learned in spiritual knowledge describe the one absolute truth in three ways: as Brahman, as Paramatma, and as Bhagavan. Tachraddhadhana munayo jnana vairagya yuktaya pashyantyatmani chatmanam bhaktya shrutagrihitaya. Sages who have deep faith and are sincerely searching for truth, equipped with knowledge and detachment, see the Paramatma within their own hearts. They perceive him through devotion supported by the teachings of the Vedas. Atah pumbhirdvija shrestha varnashrama vibhagashah swanushthitasya dharmasya samsiddhir haritoshanam. The highest perfection a person can achieve by performing their prescribed duties according to their position in society and stage of life is to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Tasmadekena manasa bhagavan satvatam patihi shrotavyah kirtitavyascha dhyeyah pujaschya nityada. So, with steady attention, we keep hearing about the Lord, praising Him, remembering Him, and worshipping Him, because He always protects His devotees. Yat anudyasena yuktaha karma granti nibandhanam chindanti kovidastasya kona kuryat katharatim. With steady focus, wise people loosen the knots of karma by remembering the Supreme Lord. So why wouldn't anyone want to hear His teachings? Shushrusho shraddhadhanasya vasudeva katharuchihi syan mahat sevaya vipraha punyatirtha nishevanat. By serving pure devotees, we perform the greatest sacrifice. Through such service, we develop a natural liking to hear the messages of Vasudeva. Shrinvatam swakatham Krishnah punya shravana kirtanah hridyanta stohya bhadrani vidhunoti suhrit satam. Shri Krishna, the Supreme Lord and the Paramatma in everyone's heart, removes the desire for material enjoyment from the heart of a sincere devotee who wants to hear his messages. These messages are pure and uplifting when heard and chanted properly. Nashta prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavat yuttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtiki. By regularly chanting the Bhagavatam and serving a pure devotee, the troubles in our heart are almost completely removed, and steady loving devotion to the Supreme Lord, who is praised with sacred songs, becomes firmly established. Tada rajastamo bhavaha kamalobhadayascha ye chetayetairanāviddham stitam sattve prasidati. As soon as firm loving service to the Lord is established in the heart, the effects of passion and ignorance, such as lust, desire, and the feeling of always wanting something, disappear.
The devotee then becomes steady in goodness and truly happy. Evam prasanna manaso bhagavat bhakti yogatah bhagavat tattva vijnanam mukta sangasya jayate. When one is firmly fixed in pure goodness and the mind is made clear through devotional service to the Lord, one naturally gains true understanding of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in a state free from material attachment. Vidyate hridaya krantihi chityante sarva samshayaha kshiyante chasya karmani drishtayevatmanishvare. When a person truly understands who they really are, the tight knot in their heart opens, all their doubts disappear, and the cycle of karma stops. Ato vai kavayo nityam bhaktim paramaya muda vasudeve bhagavati kurvanti atma prasadanim. Since long ago, sincere seekers have joyfully served Lord Krishna because devotion to him gives real happiness inside the heart. Sattvam rajastama iti prakritir gunastaihi yukta paraha purusha eka ihasya datte stityadaye harivirinchi hareti sanyaha shreyamsi tatra khalu sattvatanor syuhu. Goodness, sattva, passion, rajas, and ignorance, tamas, are the three qualities of material nature. The Supreme Lord is beyond these qualities, but he appears in different forms to manage the universe, as Brahma for creation, as Vishnu for maintenance, as Shiva for destruction. Among these, the form connected with goodness brings the most benefit to human beings. Parthivad daruno dhomaha tasmad agnistrayi mayaha tamastastu rajastasmat sattvam yad brahma darshanam. Just as fire is better than smoke and smoke is better than wood, the mode of goodness is better than passion and passion is better than ignorance. Fire gives light and knowledge, and in the same way, goodness helps a person understand the absolute truth. Ejire munayothagre bhagavantam madokshajam sattvam vishuddham kshemaya kalpanti yenutaniha. In the past, great sages served the personality of Godhead because he is beyond the three qualities of material nature. They worshipped him to become free from material problems and gain the highest benefit. Anyone who follows these great sages can also become free from the material world. Mumukshavo ghore rupan hitva bhutapatinata narayana kalashanta bhajanti hyanasuyavaha. People who want freedom from material problems are kind and respectful. They do not worship scary gods. They worship only the happy forms of Lord Narayana and his expansions. Rajastama prakritayaha samashila bhajanti vai pitrubhuta prajeshadin shriyeshwarya prajepsavaha. People influenced by passion and ignorance worship others like them, such as ancestors, other living beings, and demigods who control the world because they want material benefits like wealth, power, and children. Vasudeva paraveda Vasudeva paramakaha Vasudeva parayoga Vasudeva parakriyaha Vasudeva param jnanam Vasudeva param tapaha Vasudeva paro dharmo Vasudeva paragatihi. Vasudeva is the personality of Godhead and the highest goal. The Vedas teach us about him. Sacrifices and yoga are ways to serve him. Everything we do is under his control. Knowledge, discipline, and religion are all for serving Vasudeva. Serving him is the true goal of life. Sa ye vedam sasajjagre bhagavan atmamayaya sadasat rupaya chasau gunamaya guno vibhuhu. At the very start of creation, Vasudeva, the Supreme God, used his own power to create the energies that cause all actions and results.
Taya vilasiteshveshu guneshu gunavaniva antah pravishta bhati vijnanena vijrambitaha. After creating the material world, Lord Vasudeva expands himself and enters into it. Even though he is present within nature and seems like one of the created beings, he is never affected by it. He always remains fully aware and beyond the material world. Yata hyavahito vahnini darushvekasvayonishu naneva bhati vishvatma bhuteshu cha tatha puman. Just as one fire is present in many pieces of wood and seems different in each one, the Lord is present in all living beings and seems many, but he is actually one. Asau gunamayer bhavaihi bhuta sukshmendriyatmabhihi svanirmiteshu nirvishto bhunkte bhuteshu tatgunan. The Lord enters the bodies of living beings and through the mind allows them to experience the results of nature's qualities. Bhavayatyesha satvena lokan vai loka bhavanaha leelavatarānurato devatiryannaradishu. The Lord takes care of all the worlds with demigods, humans and animals. He appears in different incarnations and performs pastimes to guide those living in goodness. Iti Śrīmad Bhāgavate Mahapurane Paramahamsyam Samhidayam Pratamaskandhe Dvitiyodhyayah. Shri Haraye Namaha, Shri Haraye Namaha, Shri Haraye Namaha. Gopika Jeevana Smaranam Govinda Govinda. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai.